Say sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. So, dear Dharma practitioners, through this meditation practice, we try to develop very clear foundation for our spiritual development. So, when it comes to meditation, the very meaning of meditation, in according to the Buddhist meditation, it is cultivation of your mind with the good and with the awareness, with the clarity is the meaning of meditation. So, bhaveti kusala dhamme aseveti vaddeti bhavana. So that is how in Pali it explains about the meditation. It like this. When you develop something, if the if your practice becomes successful, you're going to see it. Like as example, when you plant a little tree, and if you put the water and soil and protect it and provide necessary facilities, if the tree start to grow, you can see it. So like that, when you keep practice again and again and again, you're going to see how your mind start to absorb this practice. Another thing is very nature of the mind. So when you keep doing something again and again and again, that action become, your thoughts become, your mind become, your awareness become more powerful, stronger. It happens mostly towards the profitable action. Towards unprofitable action, it doesn't happen like that way. Even though action becomes more stronger, when you do some unprofitable things, demerits. So whatever when you do to harm others related to whatever the greed, hatred and the delusion, there is a nature when you keep repeating action again and again, the next action become stronger than your previous action. Your next thought become stronger, advanced than your previous thought. But the thing is, little by little, it's going to bring you kind of like a discomfort. It's going to bring you uncomfortable feelings when you develop demerits. But when you develop profitable skills, it's not going to happen. When you start to practice good things and when you do that good things again and again, your action become more sharper, clear and powerful. And at the same time, it's going to bring the satisfaction, comfort, not only for you, even for other people also. Seen, unseen, all living beings start to become comfortable out of your profitable action. Unprofitable action not going to happen that way. So you start to feel uncomfortable and around other people, around you, other people going to feel uncomfortable. So that way somehow, somewhere, you start to think to get out of it. So that's mean you recognizing that whatever unprofitable action you keep doing, it's not going to work for you. So that is why practicing good, it always going to be good for you and good for others. And other thing is you start to see it. So practicing meditation, it is cultivation of your mind is one of the best thing that you can do in day-to-day life. Look at this, everything you do out of your mind. Your condition of the mind is very important. Mostly we don't look about it. When we going to talk to somebody, when we going to do some other work, mostly we think about our physical appearance, how other people can see us. Look at in your life, how many people saw you and what happened. And for the moment, they will say, oh, you look nice. So conventionality is important. You have to look nice. You have to look clean. You have to feel comfortable with others. But deeply, it's not going to contribute anything to your deeper satisfaction. It always going to depend on the condition of your mind. So then how you can develop that? Because just by thinking, just by wishing yourself, dreaming about it, praying about it, it's not going to happen. So mostly in day-to-day life with our eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, mind, everything, whatever we intake as perception, that we accumulate, most of things later going to leave us some kind of disturb. It is very difficult to find some informations or something, any perception that can leave us with the peace, harmony, tranquility state, with the wisdom. Most of things in our life, look at yourself, that whatever you gathered, you have enough wisdom to understand your life, you maintain your life, you govern yourself. So then look that whatever you accumulated to your life, how many things that you can at least remind and become comfortable and become happy, even that most of the things disappeared, and how it nourished your life, leaving some kind of memory. So if you can be satisfied about it, that is good. But the thing is, you have to question. If you cannot satisfy it, and if your own life not contribute yourself to move forward with the very clear understanding or with good condition of mind, you have to look, you have to think about very seriously. So the meditation is a way you contributing yourself to move forward with the very clear mind. Why? Because this journey is so long. If you don't attain to enlightenment, remember that. No one can tell how far this will go. In the journey that we came, how long we came, no one knows. Eons by eons, all over the world, all the human beings. Somehow you had a very close relationship. Just think about it. How big that your family. Somehow this all living being, that the human beings in the world, everybody somehow used to be your mother, your father, your brother, your sister, your neighbor, your friend, your enemy, or like that. That far we came. And then how far we have to go, no one knows. It's nothing wrong with, but the thing is, at least if you have some kind of profitable skills in your life to develop. Why? Because the very nature of the mind, it's like a current. It's like a chain. This moment, whatever the thoughts that you have, itself, it's going to drop. And then there is another thought come. But the thing is, in between these two thoughts, not the same thought, two thoughts. As example, you're listening now and looking at your computer or the cell phone or TV, or kind of like you looking at this. And suddenly there is a thought come, maybe 10 years back, whatever happened, suddenly come that thought. And then it drop. Then maybe whatever you're going to do tomorrow, another thought comes. See, there is no order. Otherwise, from everything go in a nice way, like a order, like a ladder. It is not like that. Thought can happen in any ways, but each and every thought separately happening and separately disappearing. But there is a current keep going in you. Because of that current, thoughts keep coming. So that current is like the river that pull the water, and the gravity that carry under the water as a current. So you see the water, but water itself has a caught up with the current. Like as example, when the tsunami came, what happened? That all the water, that the rivers start to go backward. So that doesn't mean then the water always go down. Go with the current. That is what you have to understand. Your thoughts the same. There is a current underneath your eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, mind, looking for the desire. If you don't see that current, maybe you will tell, I don't do this, I don't do that, I practice five precepts, I stay away from this, but that current keep going. Current keep going. Maybe you'll see very nice thoughts come to you. Maybe by intensely you can have a nice thought. Like look at the murderers, serious killers. They look very nice. And sometimes neighbors say, when something happened, you see that a TV interview, sometimes, when serious killers do something or shoot somewhere, and then later this media go and ask from neighbors how he's behaved. Did you have any kind of idea? Oh, he was so nice and everybody, he used to be very innocent. Look, you cannot see that current, what is going on inside. Same thing happening within us also. We don't need to read about others' book. We have to, the meditation is we're reading about our own books, but we just take a conventional example. So then you have to look yourself. You have to be aware what is the current flow underneath your eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, mind. The very reason is this. Because if you don't see it, no one can tell how far in this sansaric journey you will go. How many eons you will go, no one knows. So then, in Buddha's teaching, it's mainly talk about impermanent, unsatisfactory nature and selflessness. So it is just not only about this moment or this life. So as example, death meditation, reminding the death. And sometimes people get panic, oh, it is very negative, weak, how we think about our own death. No, it's not good, and we're going to die maybe tomorrow. So it's not like, when it comes to Theravada Buddhism, you have to remember, it is so deeply explained about this all. Anitya or impermanent or unsatisfactory nature or selflessness, it is just not only about this moment. Just imagine, even the death, even you attain to enlightenment, you cannot escape from the death. You're going to die. Even the Buddha died. all other enlightened masters died. See, even you attain to enlightenment, you without death, you're not going to vanish, disappear. It's not going to happen. So then what he talk about this? If you don't attain to enlightenment, or if you don't at least jump a little bit higher, using this lifetime, you have no idea in the samsara how many times you have to die. Just think, you, how many times you have to die. Suffering. It is just not only this little things go up and down and giving pain and you suffer with that. That is not the suffering in the literally. And when it come to the Dhamma, the what he talk about, look at, if you don't attain to enlightenment, you will keep going, and you caught up in this change. This eons by eons, you have to go with that. You have no choice. And the change, it is just not only the change happened to you, or in the moment, or the sensation change. That is not only the change. If you don't recognize the roots, the right roots, why this happening, in the samsaric journey, it doesn't matter billion, trillion years you keep going, that you have to go through change. Look how difficult it is, how dangerous it is. And the people, and look, even in this human life, we had the some kind of wisdom, knowledge, and look that we tried our best when it come to people. Even when you get married and you ask him from people, all your good people around, whoever, you get the advice and you go and your brothers, sisters help everybody to find exactly the right person to you. But later, deeply you recognizing, in the middle of the night, in the dark, night, you recognizing whatever you choose is wrong. Look, you are helpless because you tried your best. And how in the samsaric journey, what kind of people will come to you and how many difficult things will happen to you. If it is happen in a good way, it is good. Bless you, then you no need to even practice meditation. You no need any dharma because everything good. But why the Buddha come? It is just not only this time you're going to die and this time you're going to get sick, or only this time you're going to be get old. Even this time, we are we have the comfort. Look at somehow, within this 1 year, people able to find out vaccination little bit. Somehow I don't know it is going to work or not. But look at the science and the technology now. It's more and more come to this human and talk about the human health, and they try their best. This time is good. When you get sick, at least you can go to pharmacy, you can go to doctor, and you can have some advice and you can recover from it. But how about when you come next time? How this thing's going to be the same like this? Or maybe you're going to go to the wrong place. That is a danger. You have no idea. And even that you have no, that awareness, it is a danger. So then it take you to another step down, step down, step down. So that's why the cultivation of the mind is the only path that you can get out of this. There's no any other way. That's why the Buddha come and taught this. That's why the Buddha come again and again. That's why all the enlightened masters, 2600 years, that our all this previous high priest, all the enlightened masters contribute their life to protect this dharma and give it to you and give it to your children. Why? Because if you miss this time and you have no idea, it's like this universe. Look, maybe you go to another place, how many planets there? No, maybe you go to another planets, there's nothing. It's always, it's kind of like, you know, suffering, struggling. And there are some people, it's kind of like, you know, they enjoy seeing their own blood. Even these young people sometimes, there was a guy came to me and having a problem, and I saw this lines that in his hand, and I asked what happened. Oh, venerable sir, I had a time and I used to take some drugs, and after that I won't see blood, my own blood. It's like that. Even human beings here like that way. So if you caught up into kind of like that society, what will happen? That's why there is there is a danger in the future, in the samsara. We don't see it, and no one talk about it, no one tell about it. So the Buddha is the one who come and tell, hey, remember, why it's talk about the danger? Because you have 100% ability and capability, possibility to get out of it. Then remember, as a mother and father yourself, and your son or daughter have 100% ability to get out of some kind of danger. As a mother, father, what you going to do? Are you allow that your son or daughter to do it itself or go that way? Or are you going to talk to the child and try your best to help or that child to get out of it? Because there's 100% possibility you can get out of it. So like that is why the Buddha come to the world and taught this dharma, because for you as a human being, any human being, according to their will, according to their practice, that is the only thing you need. Your decision, that's it. You don't need any kind of, that other necessary or wish or the will or the initiation or any kind of or the things for this. You need your choice and understanding. Once you understand the danger that you have in the future, you make a decision because you have ability, you can do this. What you have to do? Bring clear attention, develop awareness, start to see where? Within yourself. That's it. Within, guard your eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, mind. When you're going to do something with your bodily, verbally, and mentally action, when you try to perform any action, you just see it. That's it. See, that will give you the exit to this entire samsaric journey of the suffering and danger. It's like you holding the key, and maybe it is a huge house, mansion, but little key, giving the access. So it doesn't matter how big the samsara. So you have capability. If you develop your attention, if you develop your awareness, clear comprehension, sati sampajanya, then you're not going to be in danger. The moment by moment, you're going to get into the right path. So you can do it. So when there is a possibility, why you just going this way, and you go into the danger and just caught up in the problems. So that's why give your best. Give your best when you practice. Why? Because that is the best investment for you. So other everything, by the time these things will go away, no, this everything will going to go away. But yourself, what you cultivate, what you develop in your heart, it's going to resonate with you. It's going to be with you. So then don't keep any dirt, any trash there. Keep clear heart. It is your responsibility. Always look, if there are any dirt, recognize it, little by little, clean it, and somehow try to keep and hold into some good things until that the when you attain to Nibbana, you're going to get out of that all. But the very first thing what you have to do, get clean all the bad things, and then the filled it with the why? Don't keep empty. Why? Because the very nature, the dirt or the dust, it has memory. Remember that. It can come behind you. You have no idea about it. It has a, it is like a current. It can follow you. Your all the dirt, all the dust, all the trash that you throw. Remember, it has access that, as you know, this identity thief, they can find that you put all the trash thinking it is trash and you drop it there, and the city take it, and if they want, they can find out each and every details regarding you. That's why in your trash can there is a number. So when they collect the garbage, they can find what garbage, uh, bag belong to you, because in that bag there is a number. It has a memory, it has a tracking, everything that you can get it that. Even many years somewhere, don't think that you put it out. It has a tracking. Somehow it can find you back. So then what you have to do? Once you clean your trash, don't keep it empty. So fill something, hold it to something good, and harbor to something good, whichever that make you comfortable, happy, safe. Until the journey becomes successful, you have to hold it to something. So that's why we practice every day like this, little by little, because it helps you to harbor to that way. Why? Because it helps you to nourish you deeper inside. It's like a Japanese bamboo tree, a Chinese bamboo tree. You plant it, it is under the ground, and 5 years, 6 years, you have to put water, protect it from the, the mouse, rats, and you have to put the soil and necessary passage, you have to protect it. And after 5 years, it come out of the ground. Otherwise, you don't see anything. Then within 6 weeks, it go more than 6 feet, 7 feet high. So like that, you keep practice. You keep practice. You don't look what happening to me, what happening to me. It is not your, it, it's nothing to do with you to look what is happening. Only thing you have to see how you do this. So then bring the awareness, keep the clarity. That is what you need. When you keep the clarity, when you develop the awareness, that is where the turning point going to happen. That is the the shifting point. So always remember this. So then you practice meditation in day-to-day life, whatever you do in that way, also little by little, you can develop that and apply this to your day-to-day life. And then that will help you wherever you go. It will become a very good profitable skill to yourself. Somehow you have to try your best to within this life, because we have this life and we don't know next time how it going to happen. We can be handicapped, we can go to, the very danger thing is we can go to wrong people's hand. Just imagine that you are so lucky you came to your parents in this time. And how about the next time if you go to wrong parents? What will happen? You have no choice. No, you have. Why? Because you born with their authority. So then you have to go with them. And how about you go to the wrong friends, brothers, sisters? So then you're not going to get chance like this. It is very rare chance that you have today. Even listening to this, it is a very rare chance. So that's why determine yourself deeply inside. Know the risk. That is why the Buddha come and taught us. Because there is a risk that we don't see in the sansaric journey. So that's why impermanent, unsatisfactory nature, selflessness. It is just not only this life, this entire universe, wherever we go, there's nothing belong to us. But still we have a dream. Oh, this is our universe. Oh, this is my, like that. So then remember, the pain or the unsatisfaction or the death, it is just not only this death. In the eons by eons, it going to happen in the future. So think about that. It is your choice. If you like to enjoy, it's up to you. Go. But if you think, oh, I need to be prepared for that, and I have to think about it seriously, and then what you have to do. And the Buddha gave the solution. Develop sati sampajanya, clear comprehension, your awareness. So when you're going to do something, recognize. With that recognition, do it. When there is no recognition, that is the danger. When you have the recognition, so you safe. So that is where your turning point going to happen. So somehow in life, one time Buddha gave a sutta in Anguttara Nikaya. In this sutta you can find in Anguttara Nikaya chapter 5. This sutta called Yodha Jiva Sutta. Yodha Jiva Sutta means it is about soldiers. So there are 5 kind of soldiers. So one soldier go to the battlefield, and then the enemies attack and he die there, the one soldier. And then another soldier go to the battlefield, enemies from the other side attack and he get wounded, and somehow the other soldiers try to take him and carry him to the kingdom or to the relatives, but on the way he die. And another soldier go to battlefield, and while fighting he get wounded, and then the soldiers take him back and give it to his relatives, and at home he die. And another soldier go to the war and get wounded, and then bring to the relatives or come home and recover. And another soldier go to the war and win the war. So Those are the five soldiers they in this sutta mentioned. So the first soldier go to the war and die in the battlefield. So it's like you come to this world and you have this eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, mind. With the last, you get lost. You cannot find the way. Once you cannot find the way, you kind of like dead. So that's why, you know, you go to the place and you do something and sometimes you say, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to select. And I don't know how to find something. Why? Because you get lost there. So when you mention the moment that I don't know, I got lost, that means consciously you dead. So when it come to that, with the desire, we like to enjoy. There's nothing wrong. So then you have to remember to enjoy your life without dying there. If you go to enjoy life, if you become unconscious, you cannot enjoy whatever it is. That is what happening mostly. People go to parties and a wedding even, their own children's wedding sometimes. Parents go, brothers, sisters go. And how many times you have experienced. Then there is a brother or sister come and drink. And after he drink, he forget everything. Then he start to fight with everybody. Look, that is kind of like a conscious dead. That's like you go to war, because it is a real challenge. No, you have opportunity to deal with everything. When there are possibilities to select whatever you want, it's like a war. So then you get drunk and then you lost yourself, you lost your mind, and you blamed your best friends, your relatives, and even your children, your brothers, sisters, everybody, get disturbed out of the behavior. There are people like that. So that is consciously you did. So sometimes you go for a vacation, and then you go for a vacation for a little reason. You get mad. And with your whole family, your own family, you get mad and you have big drama, fighting, and all the way back. Your pace is big, so big, long, and dumpy pace. And you come home 2 weeks, 3 weeks, everybody not talking. It's kind of a silent retreat meditation. See, it happened. That's mean you get lost when the situations come. It's like a war. You die there. You're consciously dead. And another person, another soldier, and get wound and somehow bring back on the way, they die. Like we had the civil war during the 30 years sometimes, and in the war field people get wounded, and then through the helicopter when they bring on the way, sometimes they die. We heard like that many times. No, so like that sometimes situations happen. In that very moment you get hurt, and then you leave from the place, but on the way you get so mad. After few minutes, few days, or maybe you talk with a friend, and you got hurt, you get so mad, you go to party, you go to gathering, you go to meet somebody, and then in the moment you cannot do anything. You smile, oh nice, good, yeah, thank you, so like that, but you got hurt. And once you leave the moment, once you leave the place, you get so mad. When you go back to your home, you maybe throw things, destroy things. Maybe if you go to visit your husband or wife family, And when you come back, you start to blame to your whole family, your husband family, your wife family, and telling, I never going to go with you anymore. So like that. Even with your children, so the brothers, sisters. And in the moment, you look very calm, relaxed, but you come home and you lose your mind. So, like that. The second, you come home and at home you die. So, like that, when the situation come in the moment, somehow somebody come and take you and help you to get out of the place, and you become very comfortable there. You go home, and after few days you stay there and nothing happened, but still you remembered what happened. You keep thinking about, keep thinking. After few days you blow out. It's a kind of, you keep thinking this. So it's kind of like at home you die. You are, after few days, your anger, hatred, jealousy, even with the desire, it's like that. You see somebody in the moment, you don't think about it. But you go home after few days, you start to think, oh, I saw there is a person like this. Then you start to talk to your friends and ask, who is that, from where? So you get the number, you start to go and dating, and then you get into that, and then you caught up with that. And so whatever the eating, the same. And you go to the place and you heard somebody told something, and then you go home, nothing happened. And then later, few days later, you start to think, oh, my friend told me there is a place, good place to go and eat. Then you remember, and then you start to call and ask, hey, remember that day you told me there is a good hotel or there is a good place to go and eat? Where is that place? See, then after few days, you consciousness going to, why the greediness, hatred, or the jealousy, or these things start to overtake. So that's mean you are consciously dying. So, and the other person is the fifth one, the go to the war and the win the war. That's mean that wherever you go, you keep your awareness for any reason, whatever the difficulties happen, whatever the problems happens. So whatever that other people blame to, or whatever the things, the uncomfortable things happen, you're not going to lose your mind. You keep your cool and you stay focused, and you recognizing people can say things because of many reasons, and you're not going to go behind it. Things can happen because of many reasons, so you're not going to go behind it. You're not going to keep following, chasing one word maybe. You just let it go. You not hold it to that. You always keep your awareness. And according to necessary conditions and situations, you recognize what to do, what to say, and you think about everyone, and you try to make comfortable everybody, and at the same time you keep your awareness. So like that, always remember in life, if you lose your awareness, it's kind of like you lose the battle. So in any situation, even in the battlefield, even you got hurt and on the way, or even in the later, you know, don't allow to it disturb you. Don't allow it to take your awareness away. Don't allow it to change that who you are. Don't allow it to take you to trouble, or don't allow it to other people to be uncomfortable. And you can do it. There are a lot of people do that. You also can do it. So then yourself, it is your responsibility. Look within yourself and read your own book and recognizing who you are. What is my behavior? Why I have to do this way? Why I cannot do better than this? Why I cannot change myself? Look within yourself. So that's why we practice this little by little, little by little. Otherwise, don't think that when you keep practice, it's kind of like uh, that's the fireworks. Suddenly, this enlightenment going to blow out of your head. It's not like that. The enlightenment means you slowly transform yourself, your character. You change, you start to connect it to each and everyone around you. Your view going to become more clear, sharper, and wider. And that way, little by little, when you do things consciously, it brings you the greater satisfaction. Remember that. When you take a conscious decision and regarding yourself and regarding others, it doesn't matter whatever you lose, when you take a conscious decision, it's going to bring you greater satisfaction. Try to earn that. That is worth than any material things in this world. All the gold, all the silver, all the gems you collect and give it to somebody, it's not going to be equal to that conscious decision satisfaction. So that's why it is that much powerful, it is that much worth, and that is that much blissful. So try to. You are the one who can do it. Each and every morning. Maybe you're going to fail first time. You're going to fail second time. You're going to fail third time. But you can do this. Even 100 times you fail. If you keep doing, if you keep trying 101 time, you can do it. Another thing is, remember, there is no one in this samsaric journey. So this is like a battlefield. This is like a boxing game. There's no one when you beat up, when you get hit, there's no one behind you to throw the towel for you. So you are the one who have, somehow you have to protect yourself. So that is why the Dharma. So then think about it. Keep the awareness, develop the awareness, and keep the clarity in you and go with it. You, wherever you go, whatever you become, your life going to be safe. So with that, I bless upon everyone. With this good practice, may all of you be well, happy and peaceful. May no harm come to you, may no difficulties come to you, may no problems come to you. May you also have the patience, courage, understanding, and determination to meet and overcome inevitable difficulties in your life. During this time period, may everyone stay healthy and safe. And finally, may all of you attain supreme bliss of Nibbana. Sabbityo vajjantu sabbarogo vinasatu mate bhavatantarayo sukhi digayuko bhava. Ittavata cha ammehi sampadang punya sampadang sabbe deva numodantu sabba sampatti siddhya. Sabbe bhuta numodantu sabba sampatti siddhya. Sabbe satta numodantu sabba sampatti siddhya. Idamme punya kammang asavakkaya hotu. Sabba dukkha pamuncatu. Bless you.